Hey guys, NielVTEC here, and today I'll be changing the starter on this 2013 Mazda2. So obviously, the first thing you're gonna want to do is make sure that your starter is actually bad. Make sure to check your battery and make sure it's not the problem. And yeah, in this case, when we jumpstart the car, and my dad also changed the battery on this car, I can't show it to you guys right now just because it doesn't have charge on the battery anymore, just because the starter is kind of draining it. But yeah, when you turn the key, you don't hear any click or whatsoever. That's one of the signs that your starter is bad. But yeah, just also make sure that your engine is not seized. So if you have the proper tool, check out your engine and make sure to turn it, and if it turns, then your engine should be good. Yeah, let's begin. So yeah, in my case, I'll be using a car jack. If you have a car lift, it's gonna be a lot easier, just because you're gonna have to work under the car. It's almost impossible to work on it from the hood unless you want to remove all the parts. But yeah, the best way to do this job is gonna be under the car. But like I said, if you have a lift, it's gonna be a lot easier for you. But in my case, I'm broke, so I'll be using a car jack. So the first thing we're gonna do is remove the terminals to avoid jumping anything and causing more problems. And you can get away with just removing the negative, but I'm gonna play it safe and also remove the positive. All right, one day later, after giving up yesterday. So basically, there's only one bolt on the top that we need to remove. That's the hardest thing about this job. First thing I'm gonna do is remove the whole battery, so we have enough space to do it. So make sure you're in the right settings. You need this tool right here. See this? Okay, I think it's off. Now it's someone need to lift the starter so I can take out the bolt. So yeah, in order to get this, which is a 12mm bolt, you're definitely gonna need a universal joint wobble. What is that? Oh my god, that shit is you. If you guys can see, I'll let you guys guess. But yeah, you guys can see the wire here, or I should say, can't see the wire because it's protected by, you know, it's protected. But if you guys can see here, this is a perfect representation of how I'm holding on in life. Yeah. Barely or nothing. Like, look at that. They're not even touching anymore. See? So if I have to guess, that's the problem, and the cause of why the battery was also getting drained. So as you guys can see, this bolt right here made the whole job a lot harder than it has to be. If you guys are experiencing something similar, make sure you clean out the threads, and with a specific tool you can rethread them and make them new again, just like these one. Okay, so basically I already mounted the starter with the 2 bolts. Now I just need to tighten it. So before we do that, a couple of things I could recommend you guys doing is having an extra hand. Just because if you don't have anyone helping you out, it's harder to like angle the starter in the proper way. You can do it alone. It's gonna be a lot harder. You guys can start from the bottom, put the bolt from the bottom first, then you can kind of like move it around without the starter moving once you're on the top, and put the other bolt on the top. We're gonna tighten it in the correct torque specs, which is gonna be 33 foot-pounds all the way to 38 foot-pounds. So in my case, I'm gonna do 38 just because the tighter, the better. So yeah, as you guys can see, my torque wrench was too big, so I'm just gonna use my wrench and go with the feeling. You can probably do it with a torque wrench if you have another extension here, but in my case, I'm too lazy, and I'm pretty confident with. Yeah, be careful not to snap it. Okay, should be good. All right, let's go under. Now that the 2 bolts are back in the starter, now we just need to connect all the wires back inside. And bang! And just like that, pretty much done. We just need to reconnect the battery, and hopefully they're still charging there. If not, we're gonna jump start the car. Hopefully the car actually starts. All right, moment of truth. As you guys can see, the car starts. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. This job would probably take you around an hour or two depending on your experience. In my case, it took me a couple of days. Was having a hard time going in the new starter, so just keep that in mind. Make sure to clean it out before. Yeah, if you can get an extra help from someone, it's going to be a lot easier for you. Yeah, if this video helps you out, leave a like. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Dude, do you